today is between Group 2, the Shanghai 2 versus Manila 2. This is the TV table. So we have Matt Cresci from the Shanghai Sharks. He'll be playing against Patrick McMillan from the Manila Patriots. Matt winning the lag. So Matt is now breaking. We are here live inside Jakarta's premier pool venue in the heart of South Jakarta, the Dungeon Pool Lounge in Kemang. So come on over if you're nearby to get to see the pool action live and in person, in the flesh. So dry break from Matt. Joining me here on the booth, this is Lawrence from the Manila Patriots. I have with me the Super Singles champion from what year was that? 2017? 2017. John Burrill from the Manila Patriots.
Hello, Lawrence.
You will see him playing later.
Hello, Lawrence.
Hello,
Nice.
hello.
Nice to be here and to watch Manila play against Shanghai. Exciting match. But Patrick is playing in Angeles. He's one of the best here.
Over in Angeles, yes.
Team Patriots.
I think this is even being streamed live in Manila. Although of course it's on YouTube, but in the bars in the Philippines, we're live at the Makati Sports Bar in Makati, Token Bar and Restaurant, and Johnny B. Good. And over at Angeles City, it's being played at the Diamond Bar, which is owned by Patrick, right? The Diamond Bar?
Diamond Bar, yeah.
Yeah?
He owns the place. It's a sport bar. Very friendly with the leagues. You can play 8-ball every week. And it's a very active bar.
If ever you're over at Angeles City, head on over to the Diamond Bar. And then in Cainta, we have Rudy's Billiards. And in Las Piñas, we have Spat Billiards. And all the way in Palawan, we also have Kudos Billiards. For Shanghai, we're streaming over at Masay Gastro Lounge. Both locations of The Shed, the Red Lion, the Grand Yard Cafe, and the Camel Sports Bar Cafe. So these are all pool places, if ever you're in Shanghai.
So last two balls.
Last two balls here.
I don't know where he's going to play the 8-ball.
Yeah, he has to run into the pack after. Does the 6th ball go on the corner?
Yeah,
So maybe he has to find a way.
Goes on the corner, on the left corner, yeah.
Yeah.
But he needs to.
But he has
break,
to break the 8 ball out.
Unless it goes on the side pocket. I think he's going to take the 8 ball
get it?
on the side pocket.
Yeah, he's going to take the 8 ball goes on the side pocket. So he's just going to roll this up right there where he's queuing.
Here we go.
So very, very, very tight window there. But Patrick is actually one of our better players in the team.
Yeah, and he's a really good.
Very, very good there. Very
player.
deliberate player. Look at that. He got it perfect. Whoa, wow. That was great. So Patrick drawing first blood in favor of the Manila Patriots. 1-0 versus the Shanghai Sharks.
Very good shot from Patrick. I'm so happy here.
Somebody's calling you out from the Manila Patriots. Our drummer boy.
It's Chris.
Chris Harding.
Yeah, it's
One of our
friendly,
very fun
team.
guys in the team, you know. Lots of energy. He's sporting a beard now.
So let's see the break of Patrick. Actually, he decided to play on the center of the table, but it's very hard to put make a ball in.
You have to hit it really, really, really hard.
The ball are very good. The claws are perfect. We play on a very nice condition here. But to make a ball sometimes is quite difficult. I don't know if it's the air conditioning or whatever. Uh, but you know, in the 8 ball, you can break from the center, or you can break on the second ball. Some player like playing on the second ball and get a difficult pattern layout.
We saw yesterday Rory McCarroll, the winner of the Super Singles, the guy you beat also back in the day. He played from the side.
The new champion.
New champion, 3-time Super Singles champion from the Bangkok Heat.
He always play on the second ball.
They're trying it out for this season.
Patrick has a strong break.
Very strong break for Patrick,
He
getting
didn't control the
balls
cue
on the
ball
side.
at all, but he might play the 4 on the 10 and keep the stripes. Actually, it's what he's going to do. And then after, he's going to have an easy run out.
Earlier, Patrick was the one who racked the balls. You have that option to rack it.
Yeah, we change a little bit the rules. Yeah, we adjust. I know he's gonna go for the solid.
5-ball.
He will not play the
For
combination.
solids, I think. He's going for solids. Yeah, it's more open. The tricky part would be the 4-ball. But you do have a way to get to the 4 after the 3-ball here.
That was a
He
good
will
shot.
take this 4 right after this one. This is his opportunity.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then
After
it'll be an easy after that.
He's gonna have on the top the 1 ball.
After that, everything will be easy. I think it's, I'm pretty confident in this run out. If he gets good.
Traffic in the middle of the table because there's a lot of stripes.
Look at that.
I think
I'm so happy Patrick brought his A game. Now it's gonna drift onto the left side of your screen, maybe go even just in between the 11 and the rail for the 6-ball.
He has 2 options, but whatever he's gonna do, on the right or on the left.
On the left, yeah, he could also draw it
or on
right
the middle of the
straight in.
table. He should have a shot after he's gonna pass the 6. So he has to
Looks
go
like he's rolling forward.
further than the 6.
There you go. Exactly where
It's a little bit too short, but he has a 7.
short. He'll roll this, stick the 6 on the.
He can play the 7 on the. I think he pass or the 13 on the way.
Yeah, he's looking at the 1.
Okay.
Yeah, he could take the 6,
6 on the
then
side.
drift off to the 7, or even go to the 1. Actually, he'll take the 1 after this. Just roll this forward between the 1 and the 13. There you go. Oh, he even went a rail, and still in good shape. He would like to have kept the, a straighter angle on the 1 ball, because now the cue ball will be drifting away, and he does want to be on your screen above the 7 ball. So this is it. This is the
right English.
check it on the rail. Kill the ball. Look there, put right in this check. Very perfectly done. Nice shot. So he'll just roll this a little forward past the 11, and it's game over. Nice, superb playing there by Patrick. Didn't even give Matt a shot. A chance, a good chance. Very good. Manila 2 up by 2. Nice.
Beautiful start from Manila.
Yep.
We have to keep it up.
Great job there by Patrick. Looking like a pro.
And here we go. We have Chris here. Chris is the star.
Very
of the
good,
team.
Patrick. Come on over, man.
So how was your
Here.
game?
This is Patrick. He's in
Yeah,
the.
very fortunate. Very fortunate. The ball's laid pretty good. The cue ball control in the first game was pretty spot on. It's pretty good. Second game got a little out of line a couple of times, but was fortunate enough to be able to land on the one ball. Okay.
The one ball was
Yeah,
nice.
he hit that one, yeah, but
Very
when
good.
you
Well
count,
controlled.
when you check the ball on the rail, that was perfect for the 7. Great shooting. We were plugging the diamond bar. It's streaming in your
Yeah.
diamond
I'm
bar.
hoping that the boys back home in Angeles are watching, but if you're ever around Angeles, please come out and see us. We have 2 pool tables, full menu, lots of cold beer and drinks, and good people around too. You'll have a good time, I promise. If not, your first beer's on me. Thank you.
Thanks,
It's a
Patrick.
very friendly bar. You should visit us there in Angeles. So
Yeah.
nice.
Every time you go to anyone who goes to Angeles in the Philippines,
You,
check
you,
out
look,
the
you
Diamond
look for
Bar.
Patrick.
Look for
You
you
look
name
for
drop
Troy,
Patrick,
all those team, Chris.
Chris.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now we have Nick Corbett in Manila shooting. He's playing against Sean Kirk from the Shanghai Sharks. Oof, almost lost that cue ball there. Nick shooting the solids. He's looking at those balls that are tied up, the 1 and the 5. So
I'm not sure
I
that
think
the
he can.
four
This
goes,
it looks like it goes, or
Right after he has the.
oh,
That's
he was
fault.
trying to carom it off the
No.
1 ball.
Okay, I thought it was a 9.
Yeah, he's trying to carom it off the.
So here on the rules on the 8 ball, you can play safety and call the shot. So
Right, you can make the ball and then your turn ends. I've rarely seen them use it here in our games, but
Yeah,
yes,
because
it's
most
an
of the
interesting
players
strategy.
they're so
Just want to run.
they're
Yeah.
so aggressive. They are looking to run out the table, and sometimes they miss this point. That can help. So okay, for the
Sean missed
solid,
that shot
we
there.
don't have any trouble except for the 6. That's there is no pocket for the 6. So maybe it's the time
He's got
to
to
move
come
the
home.
15, playing the
He could
3.
take the 6 on the side, but he's got to somehow, like after this 3 ball, he should take the 6.
No, he moved
Moved it.
he moved the 15. That's perfect.
Yeah, now. Looks like he'll use the 5 now.
What is really important is to play the problem first.
Yes.
And then
As soon
actually
as
here,
the more balls you still have, the more chances you can fix it, right?
if you can solve the problem first, it will be better.
Otherwise, it would be more like it's like when you paint yourself in a corner and then you have nothing else. If you only have 1 ball left, there's no way to break it up. Look at that spin on that beautiful cue action there from Nick.
That was a good shot.
Still looking at that 6. So just checking if it will pass. Looks like he'll kick off the 13.
Since you have the 2 ball close to the pocket, you can go closer to the 2 ball and then get the perfect shape on the
For
6 in the same pocket, or you can play strong the 1 and try to break a little bit.
He's
the
quite far from the 2 now.
It's too far.
Need extra
It's too far.
control there.
It's too far. It's difficult.
It doesn't.
Oh, you can play
I
that.
think he meant too much.
Stop.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah, perfect.
Wow, he got
What you can do, you can
perfect
play on the
but it looks like he's
13.
playing off the 13, right?
Yeah, you
But
can
then-
ball on the 13. It's good.
What about the 8?
Good thinking. The 8 on the
It
on
passes
the top,
between.
on the top left.
Yeah.
So
So
you
he has
just
to
have
be
play
careful
stop shot.
what happens after the 13, right?
You just have to play stop shot on the 6, and it's perfect.
No, take the 8 on the side pocket.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Nice shot.
He has 2 pockets.
He wanted it to go a little forward so that the 8 would have gone on the side. But now
I
maybe he
think
could.
He wanted the left corner, but he got the right
Yeah,
corner,
the
which
right.
is the same.
Now he has to take the right corner.
The 8
Goes.
goes. Yeah,
This is the shot.
just hold the shot.
Pocketing.
Just be in the center of the pocket.
Oh no. I missed it. Wow, we now have Sean Kirk. We have Sean coming in.
As long as you think about the balls of your opponent, you don't play a perfect straight shot. that's maybe what happened. It was like thinking of putting the ball, but also playing safety. It's not good.
Right.
You really have to play 100% of the shot and be sure that you're gonna forget the balls of the opponent. Uh-oh.
Sean's got to run
You have
out,
to avoid to be
hitting the
close
other
to,
balls, huh?
close to the rail because you cannot get a very good position after.
Oh, there.
Like this.
That's it. That's the worst thing
So-
that could happen for him. Foul, which gives the incoming player ball in hand, and he will take this 8 ball in the side pocket.
No,
And it's
you
over.
can play on the corner. You don't need to play on the side pocket
Mm.
because it's always
That's it. And
okay, unless there is a
it's okay. Nick giving
you have a
Manila
bigger pocket when you play on the corner, but
3
was okay.
3-0.
From where we are, you cannot see the angle perfectly. So 1-0 for Manila. It's a total of 3-0.
Yep.
So there's a lot of pressure on my shoulder now because I'm top 4.
You're on the
And,
fourth game.
Fourth game. Then if nobody missed in my team, I need to play perfect. It's always interesting because you have 6 games, right? 6 games on the
6.
team, and it's only rest to 2, so there's a lot of
only a
pressure
total of
per game.
12 frames,
Everybody can win, so you have to give really 100% of your game. It's a rest to 2, right? So,
You get, and it's alternate break, so the break really counts a lot. So you'll see this often on the TV table. They will be scrutinizing the rack because sometimes that's the only shot you're gonna take, and your opponent runs out. So you really have to run
if
out
you
first.
scratch on the break, breaking from the center of the
Center again,
table,
yeah.
you might leave
Full
a table
full
open.
ball. Always
Okay.
problem of scratching in that type of a
See,
break.
it's
Oh, there you
exactly
go.
Exactly what I was
It's
saying.
uncanny that it happens a lot,
Yeah,
more
it's-
often than you think.
don't like,
That's why most of the players, they try to in 8 ball to break from
No,
on
from
the second
side.
ball because they're
Second
worried
ball.
about.
Mm.
But the trick to that is
Unless you have,
the
unless
trick
you have a
to
very
the
strong
trick.
break.
Yeah, and the trick to making is to control the white ball is you have to put a little follow forward spin on it, so it doesn't come back to the scratch. Because oh no, that's the second time
The
for
pressure.
Sean to.
So
follow.
you see, when
He's
you
got to compose
scratch
himself.
after the break, you have to stay behind the line. But
This time it's
this time you can
put it
play
anywhere on the table.
Anywhere on the table. So now he has to decide if he's going to play the
Let's see. I think
stripes
he
or
has
if
a
he's gonna
problem
play
ball.
solid.
He's
And
got
you
to
have to
clear it
check
up.
the position of the ball according the 8, I guess. So and the problems. We have a lot of problems with the stripes. So it's good for him that he started
So he
by
picks
the
the
5.
The
But
solid, right?
if I was him, I would have started by the 4 instead because he's along the rail. And in a handball, it's better to play first the balls along the rail than after the problems.
Plus the 4 would have been the best key ball available for the 8.
Yeah.
Would have been the last ball, key ball as we say it. But now he has to take it now.
There's no difficult shot here.
Yeah.
As long as you're gonna play the 1 and the 2.
He's
you
gonna
can
go 2 and then 1 and
turn
then
around with the
right.
6. You
Correct.
just have to make the ball.
and then go 2 rails to go back on the other side after the 6. So now he's gonna take the 2 ball.
And you have to
Doesn't
make
like
a
it,
good
so he's
selection
taking the
of
6
balls.
already.
And so, for example, here, I don't think
Nice
it's a good
shot
idea
there.
to
He
play
wanted a better
6.
line for
This was
the
dangerous,
1 ball.
but he made it.
He'll stun this shot. He has to give an angle for the 2 ball. He'll draw this back now between the 11 and the 8. And
He took a bad option because the 11 is on
Is
the way,
in the yeah.
on the position of
He's got to hit.
the cue
It would
ball.
even work well for him if he could hit the 11. He has to pass the 11.
Plus, you have the 9 also, and he might hit the 9, or he might hit the 11, or he might
so
hook himself.
he'll just put the white ball where it is now, the same place.
Or he can scratch.
Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
that
So have you
giving Sean
so what
another
you have
chance
seen
here at the
here,
table.
Yeah, it's the worst
Ooh,
situation is when you left the table with the air ball and open table for your opponent.
He'll break the balls apart. I don't know if he was able to. The 12 and the
You were
13 are still
thinking
together.
of breaking the balls, but when you break the ball, you have to keep another option. You have to get another ball, a key shot to continue.
Oh,
So
very careful. I
He's-
think he's fortunate there.
he's a
Nick
snooker.
doesn't have a clear shot at the 8. He
he
can go hit. He can cut this in a reverse shot, but then the
He can
cue ball
bank.
would be going towards
he can bank.
the corner.
He's gonna bank on the
A
on the
safer
top
shot
corner.
would be the bank.
On the top right corner, he's gonna bank it. If he curves, he can also pot the ball, but
I think you can barely see it too.
or you can also just approach the 8 ball. Okay.
Not
Try
too
to
good a
bank
bank
it.
shot. Yeah. It was just handed in the scores, and we have the position after the first session. We have an
Let's see
8th
what's
place. We
gonna
have the
happen.
Shanghai Sharks with a total of 5 wins. Coming in next is Ho Chi Minh with 9 wins. They're ranked number 7. And then Phnom Penh with 11
Oh,
wins.
it's gonna be fortunate.
And then
Oh my goodness.
we have on the
I
5th
don't
and
know if
4th
the 8
place
pass, but if it
Singapore and
goes-
Seoul, both with 12 wins. And
yeah, I think there's no problem.
we have Manila and Bangkok with both 14 wins.
Okay, 2-0.
And Jakarta with 19 wins. So,
So Manila is
they
doing
have a
so
very
well.
comfortable lead against everyone else, the defending champions. Okay, Nick just won the second game. So Manila is now up 4-0 versus the Shanghai
Pace is
Sharks.
coming.
So we have in the booth, welcome Chris Harding from the Manila Patriots. Yeah, the camera gets you. He's wearing shades because it's so bright up here.
Because of the calvos.
Because of the Calvos are here. Very popular hairstyle in this tournament. Welcome, Chris. So nice to see you, man.
Thank you. Good to see you again.
Yeah, we brought in Chris as our special commentary here.
I'm the only person that knows Tim's game.
He knows Tim's game, and Tim, he's our team captain for the Manila Patriots. You can tell from the pants that he's wearing.
He lost a bet.
He lost a bet. Seriously, with you, I guess. With you?
No, not me, but he lost a bet obviously because he would never choose those pants on his own.
Really? He bought them. No.
I'm sure his wife.
It's perfect. It's just for the TV table. You know?
Nice break. Solid down.
Yeah.
Solid down on the break.
Solid down, yeah. So, shooting now, we have Ron Lindsay playing for the Shanghai Sharks. Sporting the popular haircut.
That might have made a little bit of a problem.
Yeah, it kind of. But it's a problem for both of them. I don't think the 8 will pass either way.
Tim likes that.
Yeah, he like
He likes
get
it.
ready for a long game here.
The ball's
This is
tied
going
up.
to be. He likes his balls tied up. Yeah, that's a rare group of people who like that. Better than having them kicked.
Wide open.
Oh
Nice
wow,
shot.
nice shot
Very
there
nice.
by Ron. He's pocketing
He's
there.
going to have a problem with the 13. Yeah, it was a good shot.
He could draw into that 8 now. 8-13 after. I think the 13 passes on the corner. Yeah, like this time he can take it also.
Yeah, but now it's a tough angle to go back to the 10, right?
Yeah, he'll run into the 8 for sure.
I think he's shooting himself into a corner.
Let's see after this. This will determine how it goes.
Oh, bank
Oh,
shot.
he's banking it. Yeah. Then
Little
he won't run
surprised.
into the 8.
A
Yeah.
little surprised.
Oh, he did. What a shot! Nice shot, but now there's only one pocket for the 8.
Yeah.
Very
and no
tight
pocket for the
spaces.
10. Big combo.
Yeah.
Big combo.
Big combo. Yep. Ron's calling it. Almost.
Now we'll
Almost
see.
did something.
Now we'll see what Tim can do.
Tim on the TV table.
I see at least 3 safeties coming here from Tim by the end of this game.
I don't know what color is that. Those are nice bright pants for the TV. Registering well. You can see over there.
Yeah,
Over there.
reddish orange.
Yeah. Tim's game has improved from last year. I heard.
Been
It's true.
practicing.
Yeah, he's
Plays
been practicing. Very
lots
good.
of strategy and lots of defense.
In fact, he won one of the weekly tournaments, I think, back in our home court in Makati.
He won one in Angeles also at
Yeah.
Patrick's place,
Yeah.
the Sunday tournament.
Oh, there you go. Just in time for the TV table. Oh, that's a
That was
very
a nice
good
shot.
shot.
Now, 5 ball on the side. Then a safety off the 7 behind the 4.
He's got to get good speed on this. Make sure he passes the 3 ball. Oh, it's too short.
That's okay. Here comes the
Okay.
safety.
Will he take this 4? It's a long shot. Is
No,
he?
I think
He'll
he
stop the
goes-
ball right
I think
behind
he-
the 4.
I think he thins the 4 and puts the cue ball to
Behind
the
the-
bottom rail behind the 7.
Yeah, I think better to use the 7. Actually, he could use the 7.
Oh, we can see the 7. It doesn't look like it from here.
Yeah, he doesn't. Maybe he's not trying to shoot it.
Oh, it goes straight in.
Nice shot there.
Nice shot. Very
I think his
nice.
adrenaline is pumping.
He's feeling it.
He's feeling it.
This is
Calling
a
the
good
4
shot.
on the.
4 in the bottom corner.
Actually, it's reversed for us, so it's in the
Yes.
upper right corner for you.
Straight in. Looks good.
Wow, he's shooting well.
Little 2 rail shape to the side.
To real shape. Avoid the 10 and 11. That's all you have to do. There you go. Nice shot.
Oh,
Here we go.
A little short, but okay.
If he gets this, I'm buying you those pants.
You're gonna buy.
I'll buy
you a
you.
pair.
I'll buy
Oh,
you a pair, man.
I wouldn't be caught dead in those. Very
He got
nice.
it. What a shot.
What a
Nice
finish.
one, Tim. A good showing here
Wow.
for the TV, just in time
No
for the TV
safeties.
table. No safeties.
No safeties. That's the most shocking thing.
Yeah. Maybe he had mental block or something. So he's up. Manila
Don't
is.
worry.
He put Manila up 5-0.
Troy still has to play. Plenty of safeties to come.
So if you guys are into safety plays, keep your eye out for the next match with Troy Landmesser.
Yes, Landmesser.
Landmesser. Isn't that I?
Landmesser, German name.
Landmesser. It's a German name.
The safety specialist. The strategist.
Like to say hi to Matt here. He's beside us in the booth. Hi, Matt.
Hey, good afternoon. Thanks for having us. Yeah. How you can see something? Well, let me talk a little bit about Ron here. So, I think Ron's pretty disappointed in that first rack. You know, he practices religiously, basically the night before the tournament.
The night before, not
Yeah,
the month
yeah.
before.
He rests the other 360 something
Perfect.
days, but
like a couple of
otherwise
our
he's
guys.
playing. He's really He's really dedicated. So
He actually
yeah,
shot some great shots that time. He just
No,
got
he-
unlucky and ran into that long double.
you're right. I'll tell you what. He kind of has no fear. I guess it comes with age. You know, he's 97 this year.
No, he's not.
actually. Well, he's not. No, of course not. Oh, is that right? He's holding up pretty good.
I'm not sure. I think they were high school buddies.
Yeah.
Father time and son.
Just looks young. He's got a baby face.
He's aged gracefully. It must. Well, yeah. Obviously, the way he plays pool, he had a wasted youth, right? I mean,
It's the pants.
and it's
all
got to be
pants.
the pants.
You know,
Right.
it shaves
Right.
off like
Well, I
panties.
think he's colorblind. No one told him, and they didn't want to hurt his feelings. But that's okay.
Those
your
pants
job,
kind of
Chris.
match your guys' shirt.
Hey, yeah, you know what? I lost a kilogram so I could fit into the shirt a little better this year. Have you noticed? I do need to thank. At least that's one positive about our team. We didn't have to. We didn't have to pay for our shirts. So,
really? Someone
yeah,
sponsored you?
J.W. Balfour. Yeah, it was so. J.W.
need a new
Balfour out
sponsor.
of,
We
out
paid
of
for
Dublin.
ours.
You had to pay for. Yeah, out of Dublin. Lorcan Borfin. Yeah, we went all the way. We went all the way to Dublin to get our shirts instead of Shanghai. I don't know why we. But anyway,
You're giving me good advice for next year.
best shirts in the world out of Dublin there, yeah. Lorcan Borfe's company, yeah. So that's a positive. The shirt fits a little better on me this year. And what else is positive about our team? Well, we're here because we enjoy the game. Obviously, we don't play to win apparently, but
Hey, you know,
Winning's
I heard something-
overrated.
I heard something unfortunate on your team. You had a player that had an accident just yesterday. And how's his operation? How did his operation go?
well, thanks for asking. Yeah, the operation went really. So here's what
He
happened.
got hit by a car.
He got I mean, thank God it wasn't head on. He was at the McDonald's, and
The drive-through.
no, I don't.
Standing there.
I don't. He was. Yeah, he walked. That's what. Don't walk through the drive-through. I learned that when I was 14. But anyway, so he's apparently walking through the parking lot at McDonald's, and someone catches him, with the side of their car and runs over his foot. Like
Oh, shit.
seriously, right? I mean, obviously,
It's okay. It's-
obviously it was probably someone on Team Jakarta, but that's just rumor. That's just rumor. So he ends up having to have surgery at 9 o'clock last night, but it went quite well. They said, as it,
They added an extra toe.
well, whatever it takes.
I'm hoping the hospitals are better here than they are in the Philippines.
Actually, he said he was quite pleased with how things went.
Until he gets the bill.
Well, actually, the woman who hit him, her husband showed up, took him to the hospital, and paid his
Nice.
bills.
Okay, that's
so
good.
they did the right thing.
good. They did
He's
That's
very
good.
pleased. He said, given the circumstances, it's come out great. They told him
Who is
4,
this? What is his
3 to 5 weeks. King. So our player King, he's on our roster. So he, yeah, thank you. Yeah, he's been sending us messages. He's more positive the rest of our team, and he's laying in a hospital bed. But that's neither here nor there. So he,
Hopefully he's watching the stream. and-
yeah,
We
I
have a
hope
couple
so.
substitutes. We could loan you one.
Yeah, right.
I was gonna play for them.
Yeah.
So yeah, 3 to 5 weeks. So we got a last minute sub. Believe it or not, I think it was somebody local who ended up having a sub in there. No, we have a Shanghai. We have another Shanghai guy who was able to fill in at the last minute. Thankfully, he was here. So
This is going to
Also
test
good you're
both.
full, you're full.
This game is going to test both of their skills.
yeah, the
And
bit.
we're gonna all
Well,
age together.
I think it's going to test their patience, which at this age I wouldn't expect so much of that.
Tim's pretty patient.
Is he?
He
Okay.
could fall asleep in the middle of the game. It's happened before.
Happened before.
Yeah, I think he asked if we could have 90 seconds on the shot clock for every shot. He said this is the seniors match, so he felt like that would make it,
Unfortunately, I
little
don't
more
think
pleasant.
they allowed it.
no.
We need to come up with another story because we're going to have time to tell it.
It's okay. Yeah, we
By
can-
the end of this game, we could tell 2 or 3 stories.
Let me tell you about War and Peace. You know,
Roots, the sequel.
First, we have a prequel too. We're going to come up with a prequel. So, this is going to hurt my brain.
Yeah.
So maybe you should.
Tim is on stripes.
I
He's got a couple
give you the
open,
floor.
but the 2 is in big trouble. The 11's hard.
Yeah, there. That's a skid. You saw the skid on the 15.
New cloth. Chalk or cloth? Had a little slide on the ball.
Yeah, it gripped the object ball. That's what we call a skid, and you see it happen. It's when the balls are dirty. It creates extra friction onto the ball, and it drags.
There's
It
a good
throws the
chance here
ball.
for Tim to play that
Offline.
breakout. He could throw that 15 down there and use it as a breakout ball if he's ready to run. But evidently he's not ready yet.
If the 2 and the 10 are in line in the pocket, he could use the 13 to get there. Whoop.
That was a good shot. He wants to get
Good
rid of
shot.
that 11. That was a good shot.
Yeah, I can't tell if he can. It might
think
go
he
into
comes
the
straight
scratch.
up.
It's good. It'll hit the point.
I think it's okay.
Oh, nice shot
Oh.
there.
That's okay.
Almost.
Solved the problem anyway.
Yeah, and also
Put the 5 in a bad spot.
so we see Ron here. 3 ball, calling the 3 ball in the corner.
Pretty confident in the way he hits those balls.
Yeah.
He fires them in, ready to go.
I mean, practicing 1 day a year, he's doing fine.
I think he's exaggerating.
There. Yeah, must be 2 days.
Yeah, at least 2 days.
That's the thing with pool
At
players.
least 2 days.
I don't think I've met a pool player who said he does play regularly. It's always like, oh,
I do, and the more I play, the worse I get.
you know he's a pool player when he says he hasn't played in a while. You know he played last
And
night.
he says,
you know?
okay, how much are we playing for?
Right. That's what he's waiting for.
He's got the same chance to break those balls. I think we'll see it right here. Run down off the 15 and move those around.
And even if he pockets that 4 ball, it's going to be favorable for him.
Yeah, as long as it don't hit it too hard, and 2 balls should stay on the bottom rail.
There you go. You have it. Oh, there. That's perfect. He shot it.
Hooked himself a little
Hooked
bit.
himself a little.
Pretty good safety here
Yeah,
if he
play
wants
safety,
it.
yeah. Keep the cue ball up on that rail. Is that 914?
Yes, tied up 2.
Yeah. 2.
2, 9, 14.
Yeah.
Tim's been practicing those safeties.
Very nice safety.
He played a couple of those on me last week.
Yeah. That's why you gave him those pants.
That's how we ended up wearing them.
That's how he ended up wearing
Yeah.
them.
I beat the pants off him on the other one, so that's all he had left. It's not a bad cue ball control. Tim will be looking for another safety, I think. He might be able to run the 10 off the bottom rail. Got a chance for shape.
Yeah. He's jacking up over a few balls there. Tricky.
Obstructed cueing. Very close.
Oh, it's so close. Side pocket, nice shot.
With
He even
reverse
got
English.
a reverse, which I'm not sure if he intended.
I don't think so. I think it was a
It's
cueing.
like a surprise reverse English.
I think it was the obstructed cueing, and he jabbed through it.
Yeah.
Made the ball and got shape on a 13, which should be good.
Nice. He's got that little nice punch shot. Very effective.
Little stun back here. Should be perfect.
Yeah. Draw, just a touch of draw. Ooh,
It's okay.
it's okay. Then 8 ball on the opposite corner.
I think so.
Yeah, he's
Perfect.
in great stroke.
One and
Right,
done.
even good speed.
Careful, he might be looking for a money game later.
Yep. So yeah,
Good job, Tim.
good
Nice
job,
shooting.
Tim.
Good
The goose,
finish.
right?
The
He's
goose.
known as the goose.
Goose. Good job, Goose Man.
Nice shot. Great shot. Great shot. So Manila is up 6-2. Is up 6-0. Manila 2 versus the
Bringing in
Shanghai
the-
Sharks.
The mighty Troy.
Now we have we have coming up next. We have Alan Wong from the Shanghai Sharks. He'll be playing Sir John Burrill from the Manila 2 team. And joining me here on the booth is Matt Pesci. Hello, Matt. You heard him earlier.
Good afternoon. Thanks again for having me here. So, all right, who do we have here from? Let's see. So you've got Alan Wong on our team here, Shanghai.
And we have John Burrill, Sir John Burrill. He was the super singles champion of the 2017. So let's see how he does here.
All right, he made a ball on the,
he made a ball on the
on
break.
the break, yeah. So hopefully that'll get him off to a good start.
Yeah.
He's got an open table, but you know, unless he's gonna pick stripes, it's.
Yeah, he doesn't really have much of a shot. Maybe
No,
the
I think
five,
he's
if he
gonna
wants
have to.
solids, yeah, he'll take the stripes
Yeah, I
because
think he's
the
gonna take
12
the
in
12.
the 12 is blocking the 6. So
Yeah.
he,
Yeah.
I think
It's
he
a
could
natural
go
choice.
for the 11. Maybe he's the better open shot.
So he's playing with a cue that he just picked up recently.
Is that for
I
real?
think online, that cue was
Oh,
advertised.
this is a little interesting because it's still an open table, right?
It's an open table.
And he opted to play some safety there.
Yeah,
That's pretty unusual.
surprising. I think. Well, let's see if his plan pans out.
Yeah, he didn't like the lay of the table.
And apparently the
Another safety too.
his
Yeah.
opponent didn't- yeah. So that cue he's using, if you look at
I
the
know, I
break
heard.
point, interesting, huh?
Yeah, it's a snooker cue.
Yeah, but he said online it was advertised as a Chinese 8-ball cue. I imagine that's the same thing as a snooker cue. It looks to me like a snooker cue. You know, the wood appears to be ash.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyway,
And
regardless.
the dimensions are snooker. Even with that cut on the bottom, you notice that cut, that little cut on the bottom.
chamfer near the bottom. Yep.
Yeah.
And the
That's
tip-
so that you can. It actually is an advantage when you cue all the way on the back.
Okay, I can see it would be more comfortable,
It
right?
it straightens your follow through a little.
Okay.
So let's see if it works. He
Well, he wrote, I don't know
kept
if
telling me it was how much. He said it was $30 or $40.
Yeah, very little. Gotta,
That's amazing.
well,
If
let's
that's,
see if it pays off here at this rack.
Yeah.
So he rolled forward, and he's only left himself maybe a safety or
he can
a
go
tough
long on the 3.
long shot on the 3.
Yeah. Yeah, it looks like it goes. He has to take it. I mean, this is 8-ball and he is Chinese, right?
There you go. Wow, he opted to play a defense, leave his opponent a couple of long shots.
Yeah.
The four-
Testing John's.
Putting some pressure on John
Yeah,
here. Maybe
pressuring
14
John.
in the side, maybe.
You're talking about his cue, and I don't know if you can see it on camera, but over here, you take a look. John's grip on the cue
I've seen that on putters.
yes, it's similar grip on putters. I think it's the one he plays tennis, so it could actually be a tennis grip, like
Kind
2
of
or
a
3.
security blanket. He wraps it up, and now
Yeah.
he feels comfortable.
2 or 3. I know 2 or 3 wraps. Maybe
Okay.
different color.
Whatever works, I guess, right? I
Yeah.
mean, there's a lot of the game is,
But
especially
he's
when
also
you get to
playing
his
with a new
levels.
cue.
Okay.
Yeah, so
okay.
he's adjusting to it also.
Well, it looks like Alan made the right decision playing that safety here.
Yeah.
And you know,
So now
his opponent hasn't had a chance to really get comfortable at the table.
he's
So,
taking the long 6.
you were the 11, maybe. Oh no, you're
No,
right.
he's the solids, right?
Yeah, taking the long 6. You're right. I like to hit that shot a little.
So now John has a chance.
He had to hit it firm to get on the 4. Just a bit off there on the stroke.
Little trivia there on Alan. He was the drummer boy last year.
Yeah, so we picked up.
So he still
a
drum.
small
If you hear drum, he'll
probably
still hear the drumming. It's him.
I don't know. That was one of the smallest drums you could probably find. It barely could make a sound. But it was all we could find at the market, I think, in Manila. So, And then, as you may recall, Jakarta brought in a band, a drum band,
Right.
three-piece drum band to steal our thunder. But, that's,
Well, it paid off for them. They won. They took.
apparently, it's got to be the drum. I thought it was the
It's a
pants, but
drummer,
maybe
yeah.
it's the drums.
Maybe this year it's the pants. Maybe this year it's the pants.
This year the pants. I won't be disappointed if the red pants pull it off.
Yeah.
That might become the nickname for the team next season.
It is the predominant color of the Jakarta All Stars and you guys too. It's
Yeah.
close, very close. Will he go through that? No. So now he might have to go for the 11.
So Mr. Baril here doesn't have too many problems. He doesn't have really any problems.
Yeah,
if
he takes the 11, then the 10 on the side.
I think really that's the key shot, is getting on the 10 after this 11.
Yeah.
And if he
It's not as hard as it seems.
If he does that, he's, swimming downstream.
Oh, he can take it on the other side. I don't think he should just roll this forward.
Yeah, absolutely. And
Make sure he doesn't pass the 8 ball, which on these tables they're running. They stop pretty fast.
Yeah.
Like someone said, it was a little nappy. It grips a little more.
I don't
So
know if that's the humidity or what, but I
new cloth also. I think the level of the cloth has changed a little.
Let's see here. Let's see how well he rolls it. It's all about speed. Wow,
He hit that hard.
Yeah, he wanted to come. That was an interesting choice. I think that.
I know. I would have
had a
just
lot of
rolled
risk
it
in there.
because the 10 goes. I think maybe it flips the 6. That's why
Yeah.
cannot pass. So
Well, now he's
he might have.
the 15. He's looking to see if that goes.
He has to take the 15
He's got a
somehow
bit of an
because there's
angle.
no pocket for it.
Because the one's got a block. So he'll try to come off the rail here, probably for the 10.
He'll try to make this shot. It's not an easy shot because, like as you saw earlier, the 14, he was a similar shot and it jarred in the pocket.
That could be on his mind, and there's a lot of. I think there, when you get to he's a pretty solid player.
Yes,
and,
that's
he's
true.
a really solid player. So at his level, I think it's more about psychological elements than it is about skill at this point. So maybe that's in his head. He missed the 14, and he's going to think a lot about this. In fact, he might give up on it. It looks like, and just shoot the 10.
Shoot the 10, get better position somehow. Probably take the 13 on the side.
Okay, he's
He-
playing
he-
the right shot. He's playing the right
Yeah,
shot.
this is really.
Right, or whether he makes it or not, it's the right shot. And he
There
put
you
up
go. It's really
2
hard.
in a row in the side, so that he missed.
But at least now it's on the. It's so close to the side pocket.
yeah,
It's easy.
Now he can't miss it from most angles on the table. You're right.
Unfortunately for him, the 13 looks like a similar shot again, and he'd have to take it that same way.
You're
So,
right. You're right. He might be able to play it
Yeah,
up. in
that's
his
like
corner.
0 for 2 already. On that side pocket.
Well,
So Allen with the Chinese 8-ball cue, which is actually a snooker cue.
Yeah, yep. But marketed probably
Marketed.
on Taobao as Chinese 8-ball cue. Wow, put a lot of juice on that,
Yeah,
didn't he?
a
More
little
than I
too
think
much.
he expected. Yeah, I think he probably just wanted to come back a little bit for either the 6 or the 7, but he just put too much on it. Now, I can't
Maybe
tell
he's
from
having
here.
a problem because since it's a Chinese 8-ball cue, and this is not Chinese 8-ball. This is regular 8-ball.
The reality is, those. Correct me if I'm wrong, but
Yeah.
the diameter of those snooker cue tips, such that you can really put a lot of English
Spin.
intended or unintended. That's the problem. The unintended. Wow, he got a good bounce off of it.
Yeah, nice.
That worked out well, and he should have natural shape to come out here
For the
for
3.
either 3 or the 7.
Or the 7.
Yeah.
True.
Let's see. Yeah, he's planning it out here right now. This is one of those drills that you want to do at home, right? On your home court, you set out 4 balls and just try to run take yourself ball in hand and see if you can run 4 balls, including the 8. And so he's. Well, I
Opted
guess
to
he
take
doesn't, he
the
doesn't
7,
like the way
the 4,
he might
yeah,
come
the
on
angle, the
4.
cut off the
He
4.
would have to come. He'd be coming pretty hot off of that 4 probably. So he's going to have to take a harder shot. But
Yeah, he'll go to the 4 using the 3. So even if he stops this shot, it's good. There you go.
That was the right shot. Okay. I think
Now he
he's-
has to miss the 8-ball.
Yeah.
Or even
He
just
could
run
bump
into it. Yeah,
Actually,
he could.
that's what I would do rather
Yeah,
than
he
try
could
and go
bump.
up and down table. I think you bump into the 8.
because it looks like it's gonna bump on the right side, on your left side of the screen of the 8. And then if he bumps it wrong, enough to shoot the 8 ball in the corner, man. That's a nightmare.
We've all been there, haven't we?
He has to be on the left side of the 8.
Let's see how hard he hits it. Well, no. Oh, he was thinking about bumping it, and oh,
Yep,
he might
see
get
there,
a bad
he hit.
roll behind the
There you
10.
go. He hit on the wrong side of the 8, on the right
little
side,
bit.
which I mentioned would have been a problem.
You're right. Had he hit it a little
On-
softer, he still would have been fine on the 4. But
Yeah.
Anyway,
Now he has a problem. He should
cross
bank this
corner,
cross
maybe.
corner. Yeah,
exactly. Bank it cross corner.
take a
Yeah, mind
chance.
at this point against his opponent, you got to go for it. It's going to be. I don't know. There's different schools of thought. I don't see an obvious safe, so I think you gotta
Yeah,
you go for it. And I realize that's potentially selling out, but given the circumstances,
Oh, it's even makes it tougher with
Yeah, he's
the
gonna
with the
do it
bridge.
the bridge. We saw somebody earlier trying to jump with the bridge, so they were
Did he
using
do
the
it?
Bridge. He did not, but
Yeah.
hey,
That's
kudos,
harder.
kudos for trying. That's hard. It's probably unless you practice that's especially challenging to jump with a bridge.
Yeah, the really good ones play darts. I have a friend who is really good. He can do that jump shot. Oh, there's a foul.
Did he hit the 10
Yes,
with the
he
cue
hit the-
stick? Okay.
Did he hit? I think he hit it with the cue ball.
Okay.
So now ball in
From
hand
my
for
angle,
John
I
is-
couldn't tell. I
is-
thought he hit it with the cue stick. And not the guy you want to give ball in hand to. Not true.
So now he's gonna go 10, 15, 13, 8.
And then so
Just stop.
he won't have to worry
1,
about
2, 3.
shooting that 13 in the side now, will he? Because it's ball
Not
in
at all.
hand. So
You just move it a little closer to the rail so you could get an angle towards the 8. There, perfect stop shot.
he's going to be fine. He's going to probably go. I think he'll just
Just-
flip forward a little.
just draw this.
slide out. He'll slide out a little bit.
Just draw this.
be straight in.
There you go, a few inches.
Okay.
Close, move it closer. And now he can even play a two-way shot by drawing this cue ball far
Not
away.
leaving his opponent a shot on the 4 if he happens to get a little unlucky.
Make sure you pass the side pocket, or just focus on pocketing it. Like so.
It was
There
a
you
good-
go.
It was a
Very
good
good.
rack. It didn't start off great for him, but he came out.
John
on top.
giving the Manila team a score of 7-0 versus the Shanghai Sharks. Every rack counts in this game. It's an aggregate score. The format is based on all the frames totaled at the end of the second day. Today we have 7 simultaneous games ongoing between 2 groups of 8. So each city is divided into 2 teams. There is no current ranking on which team is stronger. It depends on the country's preference. Some would front load on team 1, others would load up on the team 2, or even just split it up, because you never know. It's a strategy. Like,
Yeah.
what was your strategy
Well, I'll
aside
tell
from
you what,
just showing up?
Our strategy was
Ours was
don't-
showing
don't
up,
miss
just
the
so-
flight. Our strategy was nobody missed their flight. That's basically our
Because
strategy
yes, it
was.
happened
It-
before.
It does. And well, I just joined the team last year. Obviously, they
Oh, yeah.
they were desperate, and they were equally.
No,
or
you
more
just
desperate
heard
because-
it was Manila. That's why
Yeah,
you
that's-
showed up.
Yeah, that's my trusting wife let me go to Manila with all the beautiful women there, and but she knew she knows how much I love the game and that I would be focused
That's
on
nice.
playing pool, right? So we had a good time in Manila, good crowds, great pubs we went to, and
It was held in a
lot of
hotel,
fun,
yeah.
A lot of fun, great event room we had.
Yeah.
The hotel. Did
We
a
had Efren
great
too.
job.
Efren was
Reyes,
there.
I got to play him.
You got to play him.
And I scratched. I got to the 8, and I put the 8 in the wrong pocket against him. Can you believe it? But when you're playing someone like Efren and you're my skill level, you think to yourself, you don't deserve to beat him. So that was karma that I lost to him, because it's like, he doesn't deserve to lose. To
I'm sure you can
somebody
find it on YouTube somewhere.
Oh,
yeah, it's
believe
on
me,
the.
I found it. It's had 74 views, and,
And
73 of
73 is
them
yours.
were mine. Yeah.
Yeah. And the other one, some guy just accidentally clicked it.
Accidentally. That's right. Yeah. think he.
No, Efren clicked it.
It was probably Efren. Yeah.
He's the one that put the down, the thumbs down. He's the one that put the thumbs down and that.
Thumbs down. You were calling that match. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
You,
Thanks.
you gave me a lot more credit than I deserved. Oh, Matt's rolling him pretty good.
Well, you know, I was expecting you to pay me after, but
Well,
I'm still waiting, man.
I tell
It's
you
been
what,
a
I
year.
gotta
It's
put
been a year.
more-
Are you kidding me?
I got to put kids through college. I can't play you.
Wow,
Save-
how many
save
kids
my
are
money.
these?
Well,
How many kids are?
allegedly just 2.
Okay. Are
I
they
should say,
called? kids?
allegedly they're mine.
Are they-
They're old enough now. It'd be rude to get a paternity test. So
Yeah.
regardless, I raise them like they're
Look
my
at that.
own.
He cooked that. He cooked that.
Wow. It looked like
Wow.
he knew what he was doing there, didn't he?
Definitely.
So he's
now
going
it's
to
just
get a natural roll off of this 15.
Yeah, maybe he hit
Have
the rail
8
one.
straight in the side. I think it just hit it soft.
Oh
Look at
yeah,
that.
they're perfect. There he is.
Beautiful.
Nice shot there.
Well done. He made quick work of this rack, didn't he?
Yeah, he did,
He
you know.
got out of his funk.
We were just
from-
talking about your kids, and now
Yeah, look
it's
at
over.
that. It's over.
Manila 2 up 8-0 versus the Shanghai Sharks. There you go. They're ribbing him about the side
Yeah, they're
pocket.
gonna- they're
He
ribbing
finally
him, they're
shot the
ribbing
ball
him,
in the
yeah.
side pocket.
I
'Cause,
bet-
you know,
I
that
bet
was
he'll-
that was the bane of this match. For him.
Tonight he'll sit down and he'll shoot that shot 40, 50 times in the side pocket. Make sure he's.
Or after all the games, he'll be trying to widen up the rails. He's like cutting the corners of the rails. You know, we gotta watch that.
Plan
you know,
B.
Plan B.
Yeah. That's why you gotta have cameras.
Nobody will
out here.
notice.
Gotta have security here all night.
So up next we have Kelvin Chang versus Troy Landmesser. Landmesser, I think it is.
So I just met Kelvin this session. So he wasn't on our team last year, and I don't know who recruited him, who found him, but you know he's playing his first set today. He played really solid. He ended up.
Yeah, I
being,
played him last night too.
Lee, right? You know Lee.
The Oaks, the
second
defending
place from defending champion.
defend last year,
Beat
yeah.
him in the first rack. Now Lee missed a shot he normally wouldn't miss, but
But that's-
regardless,
He ran out.
he stayed down on he kept his head down here. Kevin kept his head down and he ground away and he won a rack. And then the next rack, I think Lee broke and ran, as I recall. So there's nothing you could do about
I
that.
think,
but,
yeah.
you know.
So a dry break, and that's gives a chance to Troy here. Troy is more of like a defensive specialist.
Okay.
In our team constantly jokes about how he plays and how slow it is, and we keep telling him there's a shot clock. You know,
Well, you
this is
know
back
what?
in Manila or in Angeles. He plays in Angeles.
Okay.
You know, there's no shot clock.
Okay. Well, you know.
So I think that's the. I think he was probably playing against when Chris earlier said that Tim falls asleep in the match.
was
He probably was playing Troy.
Troy, that's pretty funny. So, you know.
Troy has a very good high percentage win here in the APC.
Okay, yeah, he's got a kind of a quick stroke. It looked like there. It works for him, huh? But
Yeah. And he knows he doesn't push too much. Like he's not gonna go like for a run out if he
He's
knows
a
he can't play smart.
That's all about knowing your game, isn't it? A
Right.
lot of this. I mean,
Right.
you know, it's not just playing the percentages; it's playing
Your
your
game,
percentages.
yeah.
Right?
And he knows he's very high. He has a very high percentage in safety play.
That's great. Yeah, that a lot of times in this game, I saw some of the top players like Lee playing earlier today, and you know, I think he played 3 shots, 3 defensive shots before he took his first shot in the first rack. It was so that tells you when the best players are
They know, right? Yeah,
are doing that.
they have a plan, you know.
Yep. Yeah, that's exactly right. So,
Are you into? It's I don't know. It's probably illegal in Seoul, but in the Philippines, cockfighting is popular.
okay.
Is it? Yeah, and Troy is actually one of those
He
those
raises it.
guys. Yeah,
No
I
kidding.
think he's like an expert. I forgot what the technical term for that is, but
Okay.
I think he's like the go-to guy. People go to him, and you know he assesses all these things. He can tell you, or he has his own breed or something. I don't.
Wow. Okay.
I'm not into the cockfighting, but he is. If you are into it, you gotta find this guy in Manila.
Find this guy. Oh, okay. No, I'm not into it. Don't know anything about it, but it's interesting, right? All kinds.
Yeah,
of
it's like
backgrounds
UFC
that
for chickens. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Then the loser ends up in KFC, who is
Everything's
not our sponsor.
no. Okay.
Not yet.
Not yet. Well, probably never
So,
after that
prob-
comment there, but
I did put them in, so we could go UFC. Paid shout out to Dana White if you're listening. We can add the fight component in here in this 8-ball tournament. Like the loser gets a chance to beat up the winner, maybe.
come on, you're telling me that this pool game isn't exciting enough.
Yeah, but people want blood.
Yeah, you're probably
want
well,
blood.
That you'd think that the some of the war chants that are going on here, there must be blood coming out, but yeah. Well, now let's see here.
Yeah,
He's-
this is
he's
tough.
left
He
and
doesn't
left.
have a
He
shot.
I don't
Doesn't
think
have a shot
he did.
here.
I don't
He's
know
gonna
if
play
he-
safe.
I'm surprised the way he was playing earlier. I'm surprised he made that mistake. So yeah, he will
Yeah, he wanted it
undoubtedly
up to the 4, but didn't make it.
have to find a safety. Maybe what do? You push the 6
Seven-
towards
se-
the 7 into the 6 and move the 6 in front of the pot. If you don't make it, but you leave the 6 in front of the corner,
Yeah.
I think, and then the 7 might even go on the other. Or
He's going for
other
a
side of
bank on the
9.
4.
Let's see.
Although I would play safe down here on your screen on the upper right corner of the table.
Yeah.
You could put the cue ball there, and he wouldn't have a shot anyway. So he doesn't have to be aggressive here.
Well, he'll have. Yeah. Well, he might be left with the 9 all the way down.
Yeah, he didn't have to be aggressive here. Now he gives away the 13.
Kind of sold that one out a little bit, but let's see what Troy can do here. I think his really 9
We'll
balls.
go take the 15. Should take the 13 out. But
Looks like he's going to try to get rid of the. Well, he might go for the 9 right now. He's going for the 9 now.
if it goes, then yeah, it is a
Yeah.
good choice.
Now's the time, right? I mean,
Yeah.
otherwise you'd have to come off the 13 later to get it. Might as well do it now.
He has to avoid running
Little bit
into
of a
the
tough
6
cut.
too.
He's going to hit the 6 for sure.
Yeah,
Oh,
then
yeah.
that's the danger. You don't want to hit other balls as much as possible.
Yeah. Well, I don't think Kevin can see the 14. I mean, to see the 6. Let's see, what can he see? He can see the 2 ball on the side. That's probably what he's going to take, the 2 ball on the side. Now, if he can shoot the 2 in the side and miss the 10, he'll come back across the table to shoot the 6 in the corner. Let's see if he.
Yeah, but it looks like there's no way he'll miss that 10. He could use it, to drift over to that
Yeah, and
side
drift
between the
down.
14 and the 15. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah.
Make
or
sure you hit
he
it
might
on
just
the-
draw off of it. He might draw off of it. Excuse me, draw,
Let's see. It
draw
looks like
off
he's
the
gonna hit.
2 and try to slide down.
Slide
table for
down
the 6.
between the
That's
15,
what it
huh?
looks like he might be doing. Yeah, that's
There
what
he
he was
is.
doing.
Got it.
A little
Too-
bit
might be
soft.
too strong.
Oh, that worked out
Oh,
well.
there.
Perfect. First, I thought it was gonna. I didn't know he had that much of a full ball on the 2. I
On the
thought
2,
he
yeah.
hit it too hard, but
You thought it would skid all the way.
yeah, but no, I guess he had a lot of the ball to hit, takes the energy out of it. So, all right, well, he's going to go from what?
Just
the
gonna
6 to the 7, and then
roll it forward, take the 7, even on the side.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if it passes the 12 here. Just looking at the side pocket. That's the only shot available after.
So yeah, he's got to get enough follow on this. Maybe a little
Just
bit
a
of running
little
English
push.
to avoid the 8.
He's even putting right spin
might
on
be
it.
hitting it a little too low. Yeah, it must be doing
Yeah,
running
rolling,
English.
rolling right.
He did it, yeah.
Too much.
A little too much. He might have it down all the way up in the corner here.
That's what
So
I'm
that worked
wondering.
out. He had a two-way shot. He played it.
If it passes the
Later
12,
on.
then he's in great shape.
I think
So
it
the
does.
trick here is to just slow roll it.
Slow, give yourself a shot.
Even if
4
it
in the
lands
side,
on
if
the
you roll
rail.
a pass, you shoot the 4 back in the corner.
Oh, he's got the 4. Yeah, you're right. I missed that. I thought it was at the key ball already. Yeah, he's got the 4.
Yeah.
So he's got to roll this.
He's got
forward.
options, though. If he just rolls forward a little bit, he would have the 4 in this corner. I think he's going to roll past it and either get it in the side, or he'll leave himself the 4 in the,
It's kind of
in the
tough to.
corner down at his end. Let's
It's
see.
better to roll it forward. Yeah.
Absolutely. Then
Do
try.
not put bottom English, because if it hits
Ooh,
the
he's gonna
rail,
bump into it. Got
Oh,
right up
no.
on it. That was a mistake. But I didn't realize he had an angle. That was the problem.
there was a
he had
little
an
angle on it.
So probably next time he has a shot like that, he'll want to just slide out and try to give himself
Right.
a 4 on the side. But anyway, so bit of a mistake there. Let's see if it comes back to haunt him.
So he's thinking maybe of some safety here. But there are too many balls on the table. There's not much. Yeah, so you could go for distance. You know,
And I think
he's gonna try to cut
he's
this.
going to try to cut
Thin
it
cut
and
this.
maybe leave the cue ball up in that corner too.
No, he's going for it. I don't think he's thinking of a safety at all.
No, he's going to have to hit this firm to get
going
into
for
the
it.
pocket because it's so thin. He's going to have to crank on this.
Oh, there, a miscue there too.
Miscue got a little unlucky.
Fortunate for him. But he has the numbers. So now
Yeah,
let's
that's
see
true.
if
And you
Troy will
mentioned
run
Troy's
this up.
more of a defensive
Yeah.
player, so he really though needs Troy here to make a mistake in order to see
Yeah.
the table again. But there, you just never know. You don't give up because you never know when you're going to get to see the table again. Sometimes it looks like it's over, but
Look at that
a lot
nice
of
draw.
juice.
Yeah,
Almost
lots of
too
juice.
much. Yeah, he
Wow.
got away with it. You know, he
No,
could
but
still
now
shoot the
he
14
just-
if he
it's
wants
just
to.
the 14, and he has to stretch over.
Yeah, but it could have been a lot worse. He almost
Now you'll see that safety. He
Yeah.
kicked the 15. 15 is the best safety.
he'll get it out of the way because it's blocking
Yes.
the 10 if he needs to
Just
use
move
that
it a little.
pocket for the
There
10.
you go. You're going to
right.
see it.
He's going to hide behind the 10, isn't he?
Yep.
So
This is his
this
specialty.
is where knowing your diamond system for, if Kevin comes back up to the table, knowing the
di-
diamond system where you can go 2 rails to get back on that 4 would be, is a powerful
Yeah.
tool.
That's the
'Cause
system.
Otherwise, sometimes you got to jump or masse, and
There you go.
oh,
He went the
got
other
those
side.
2 balls. Okay, there you
Yeah.
go. So he
But,
basically took the jump out. He took the jump out by doing that because
Right.
he'd have to clear 2 balls otherwise. So smart.
The jump shot now is legal, so Kelvin will be forced to attempt a jump shot here.
Yeah, it's a
So
long
far,
jump. He's gotta clear
no,
both
nobody's
balls.
been. I think here on the TV table, it hasn't been good for the jumpers. The ball doesn't clear, doesn't jump right away.
Well, what you're
actually.
saying is we're due for a great jump shot here. So that's
Yeah.
what I appreciate the positive thoughts you're giving the team.
Yeah, if anyone can do it, Kelvin will do it.
Yeah, he's got jacked up really high, which he has to do to
He
clear
has
that
to.
15.
Oh, there.
And that's what I was afraid of. And you know what? Troy
Didn't
knew,
hit
Troy
it.
knew
Yeah,
what he was
didn't hit
doing.
it hard enough, right?
Troy knew what he was doing. You and I might have tried to hide the cue ball behind the 10.
Yeah, for
He
sure, I
hit
would
it
stick
behind
it.
the 15 and the 10, right? So he took the jump away. Yeah. Smart shot. Let's see
Yeah.
if Troy's
I
going
might
to run
have
out
done
here and
that
play
jump.
some more defense. Yeah. Now, that was my jump cue that he played with, so I'll probably get blamed for that later.
Oh yeah, definitely, it's
It's
your
my
fault.
It's my fault.
Obviously.
I haven't been maintaining it as well as I should have, I guess. Having
Yeah.
it in too high of humidity or something.
In fact, all his missed shots are your fault.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's generally the case. It's like a marriage.
It's like
you
a
know,
marriage. It's always your
it's
fault.
always my fault.
That's not what your wife said. For her, she's actually surprised that everything is still your fault, but
Yeah, well,
it's not hers.
even though 95% of it is
It's
my
never
fault,
my wife's
I
fault either.
95% of the things are my fault, but I get blamed for 100%, and that's what frustrates me. It's that 5% where it's
That
really
5%,
not my
that's key.
fault, but I still am somehow left accountable.
Yeah, well,
So-
it's
But
better than 10.
Yeah, you get such as the plight
Of
billions
husbands
men
everywhere.
around the world. Yeah, and
It
doesn't
even stretches to
discriminate. It's
it
across
stretches
all
over to
countries,
even
all races, all religions.
boyfriend girlfriend
Yeah.
situations. You know,
Yeah, so that gives me solace actually, knowing I'm not alone. Misery loves company.
there is a support group.
There's- yeah.
I'll hook you up into our support group too. We have one.
I appreciate it. I could use all the help I get, or all the help I can get. I appreciate that.
Nice shot.
That was well played. Just has to hit this soft to leave himself leave the 14.
Nice shot there, using the extension,
Yeah.
Q extension. So now he just has to make this ball, make sure he leaves
You're
an
right.
angle.
You're right. He is a patient man. He's playing patient. Look at his pace when he sets the cue down and walks back to the table with his other or when he sets down the extension, walks back to the table. He's
He's a
not
very
rushing.
deliberate player.
Very deliberate.
Very
Takes
good.
his time.
And you see all these soft
Great speed,
shots,
great
the
speed.
speed.
Yeah.
That's Troy's game.
So I think what do you think? He'll follow forward, go 2 rails out
Right.
to the 8. Yeah. You know what?
Even a
lot
stun
of
shot would
people
just
might-
bring out.
Well, that's what he's going to do. You're right. He's hitting it as a stun. He's hitting below center, so he's going to try to stun it up tail. You got to hit a little firm now, and which
2 rails would have
could-
been better there.
That
Nice,
was a
very
great
great.
shot.
Look
Great
at that control on that ball from Troy.
That was tremendous control. He struck that ball perfectly. Didn't.
That's what
touch
they
a-
play in Angeles City. All 8 ball mostly.
Okay.
So my guys are all about the 8 ball. There you go, Troy.
Well, it's a great game, and
Wow.
you know people don't realize that these days 9-ball is so popular around the world. You see so much 9-ball on YouTube tournaments. But the reality is 8-balls are just fantastic. So when you play at a high level, great strategy. I got into 9-ball for a long time, and it wasn't until I got really started preparing last year for this tournament.
See,
this
there's-
annual tournament.
There's your drummer, boy.
We don't.
That's
We didn't.
So,
have it,
Manila 2 is now up 9-0 versus the Shanghai Sharks.
Okay,
You don't have
call
a
out the
drum, but
score.
you're using the bleachers as drums, which is
You know,
very.
you gotta
creative.
improvise. You gotta improvise. I mean, you know, King Wong, our player, is in the hospital. I mentioned earlier, recovering from a foot surgery after getting
well soon, King.
hit in a parking lot.
I miss you over here, yeah.
We do
and the
miss you,
McDonald's.
and we're sending positive thoughts your way, King. And we hope you're watching us. We've been getting your messages and reading them. We're thrilled at how positive he is before and after the surgery. He's got such a great attitude. So wish him a speedy recovery. The doctor told him 3 to 5 weeks on his recovery.
But hopefully they let him out. Like he could even at least come over here for tomorrow.
They told him that probably Sunday. So
Someday.
Sunday.
Oh, Sunday.
Sunday.
I thought, like, hey, you know what? Someday we'll let you out
They will let you out.
if you're good on good behavior. Yes, and the straight jacket is necessary.
Once you pay your bill, we'll let you out someday. So, all right. Well, so Kevin here he's going to think about when does he want to break out that 13. It'd be, you know how this
Yeah.
goes though. In my world, you know how I do this?
How?
I
How do
break
you
out
do
the
this?
13 and I tie up the 9. That's what I do.
Yeah.
I solve one problem, I
And
create
then
at
create
least one more, sometimes 2 more. But you know, the game's interesting to me. It's like when I play golf. I always make sure I have like a very low cost per stroke when I play golf. So
Really?
yeah, I get to see a lot of the
you
golf
broke it
course when I play. My game is similar in pool. I find myself in a lot of trouble, but it keeps it interesting. That's for sure.
Yeah. I
Well,
think we saw that
worked
earlier,
out.
did we?
Well, all I did was break, right?
Break,
And-
yeah,
But
I think
lesson
so.
learned. You know what I didn't do, and no fault to the ref. I probably should have taken my time, looked at the rack. I thought I hit them pretty crisp. I'll have to look at the video again, but they didn't spread so well. And guess what? That was
What?
the last time I saw the table. I
The ta-
broke, and I never saw the table again because then he ran out.
Yeah.
Patrick, that is, and then Patrick
Patrick
on the next
break and run.
he broke and ran.
Ran, yeah.
So
Played
I got
superb
to sit
there.
and you may have known, I was sitting over in the corner enjoying my coffee.
Actually, I felt bad for you. That's why I called you up here.
I appreciate you.
So you
having
have
a
some
little bit
table
of
time.
sympathy. Yeah, thanks. This is most
Of course,
time,
man.
this is
You're
the
a
most
great
time
guy.
I've had talking about pool. I've been able to talk a lot about my opponents and how well they're playing. That's what I've been able to do.
There's no shame in Patrick beating you, man. He's one of our best players.
I'll tell you what.
Actually.
He was like as cool as ice. I mean,
Yeah.
you could tell he was feeling it. it.
Yep.
You know, I mean, he knew where every cue ball was going to roll to. He was on. He was really on today. But so he normally plays that well, huh?
Yeah, he does. He's at a high level.
Because a lot of people just say they play their best against me. I'm glad to know that he can get to the 13.
To the 13, to the 12 from the 13.
Yeah.
He wants
You
to put the
start
ball
to
there.
get-
We're near the rail because he
Yeah.
has to get an angle off the 13.
The problem when you have balls tied up, like when you have even one ball tied up and you
Close to-
keep running balls, you're getting diminishing returns. At some point, you run out of opportunities to either get on that last object ball or break it out.
Right.
And
it's like
and
painting
then what
yourself in a
happens?
corner.
You paint yourself in the corner because your opponent has so many choices if they
rails.
get back to the table. Now
Oh,
that's
he's not-
that worked out okay, but all he can do, I think, is hit. I don't know that he can cut that in. I
think he
without
can.
hit. You think
Looks
he
like
make
he
it?
can.
Okay,
For me.
okay.
But of course, he wanted it on the other side.
Yeah, you're
He
right.
wanted
He's
it
going to
on
be
the-
able to cut then. Yeah, how he comes off the 7
Slow
will
roll
determine.
this.
Yeah, and that way he'll have a shot on the 8. Oh, he hit
he
it a little
goes. He
too
got it.
firm. He
Perfect.
got it.
Perfect
Well
shot.
done.
And he's
He
on the
came
8.
off the 7 a lot better than I would have.
In position to give one for you
First,
guys.
Find, just to save face a little bit here. Like I said, I think he's our.
There you go. Then
There, shit.
Shanghai
Yeah,
Sharks.
well done.
Well, Kelvin Chang giving the Shanghai Sharks
All right.
its
there-
first
Shout out to
score on the board.
to Kevin Chang from our team Shanghai.
So
winning
the
our
score is now
first
9-1
rack this match here.
in favor of the Manila Patriots. We are at the Asia Pool Challenge 2019 inside the Premier Pool Lounge of of Jakarta, which is the Dungeon Pool Lounge.
Yeah, great venue here at the Dungeon.
Oh yeah, it's one of my
Fantastic
favorites
place. First
in
time here,
Asia.
and I just flew in last night, and I'll tell you what, I stepped into this place. I said, "What a great place! What a great venue!"
I don't know if you noticed, stepping into the room now is former world number 1 Carlo Biado and current world 9-ball champion, entering with his wife. He's also known as the Black Tiger, and I think he has some shirts, official merchandise with him. And if any of you guys want to, you can buy it. You can buy something from
Fantastic.
him.
Okay, that's great.
Just
Yeah,
look for his.
I'm going to definitely get some autographs, and yeah, I'll take a look at them. I'll pick something up probably.
Yeah,
in
he's known as the
merchandise.
Black Tiger, so
So
he's
he's
got.
going to do an exhibition here later, right?
Yeah, so stay tuned for that. During the break, we will have him play a select number of players from the APC. So he's the. Let me see. He's also a Predator Q's user. Currently, he's the WPA World 9-ball runner-up. He is also the WPA 2017 World 9-ball champion. He's also the World Games 2017 9-ball champion. 2015 World 10-ball championship runner-up. This guy is one of the best in the country. He's one of my favorite players. He's also a class act guy. He was WPA ranked number 1. He's won. You name it, he's won them all.
Yeah, it's really impressive to see
Great
guys
stroke
like
too. He's got
I'm
this
so
light
thrilled that he's here.
stroke. You'll see later.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to watching his skill level play live. You know, I only get to watch him on YouTube and things like that, so it's going to be something I think a lot of people are looking forward to. So back to the match. So this
Yeah.
is the last.
This is-
the last match here for this particular
This session, this round.
Yeah, this round here. This is
This is
Lorcan Brophy here. So Lorcan
Yeah.
Brophy, he's he looks comfortable. He's got.
Oh, his game is good.
This is-
Guys. I played with him last night
Yeah,
also.
he used to play a lot in the.
Ooh, it's that side
I
pop
jinxed him. Yeah, that side poppy is, and it was the 14
It's your
again. Not
fault
going.
again.
It's my fault. I jinxed it. I spoke too soon. So, but yeah, so there's Lorcan Brophy, and he's the one that hooked us up with shirts from
Yeah,
his,
from the Balfour.
from his
Does he
company,
work there?
JW Buff. Yeah, he runs the business. Yeah, it's his company.
It's his company in
It's
in
his
Shanghai.
company. Yeah, no, it's his company in Dublin.
In Dublin.
Believe it or not. But
The name is familiar to me. It's an investment company. Is that what it is?
no, I think it's just
It's a pool company.
apparel uniforms.
Oh, uniforms.
Uniforms, and
Perfect. That's why.
yeah. So check him out online. He's based there in Dublin, JW Balfour, and yeah, great business, family business. His wife and the kids all contribute, and he's got a great team there. I visited them in Dublin last December, and he's got a great small staff, and good group of people. Great little business he's got going there. It's really really nice to see. So he takes time out to come to play in this tournament. Loves this annual tournament, and he's got such a great attitude.
Oh, yeah,
and,
yeah, yeah.
Has a lot of fun. Great golfer.
Well, actually, most of
actually.
the Shanghai guys. Your guys are all cool.
Well, we obviously don't play. We don't come out here thinking that we're going to walk away with the trophy. So we have, at least we bring a positive attitude and a light heart to the place. So.
Ooh, wow, touchy shot there. This is currently playing for the Manila Patriots. Is our fun-loving guy Chris Harding. You look for him if ever you're in Angeles City, and you'll be surprised how far you can go. Just look for this guy.
Is that right?
Look for him. Just name drop him somewhere, anywhere,
And you'll
and
take
they'll
him
give you something.
Yeah,
Either
I'm afraid
they'll
to
give
ask.
you
a beating.
a kick in the balls, or they'll give you a drink. Who knows?
Yeah.
But
You-
that's what the
you
surprise
really
is all
roll the
about,
dice.
man.
That's what
Just
it's all about.
you
It's
just
kind
have
of
to.
like life, isn't it? It's kind of like life.
It's
Sometimes
exciting, you know.
you
You want put some
gotta-
excitement in
Yeah.
your life.
You know, the power of saying yes.
So remember that name, Chris Harding. If ever you're in Angeles City, look
Now,
for
that's
him.
We really don't know what his real name is, do we? But and I imagine he has several pseudonyms.
I'm sure he.
A guy like that.
Yeah,
You know, this time he's got a beard. You know,
Yeah.
tomorrow he'll have a full head of hair.
he was joking with us. I asked him, "Hey, nice beer." He said he's preparing for Christmas.
Yeah. Well, you know, like you said, he's a man of mystery. You know, he might be at the North Pole here later this year, preparing for the.
Most of my
Christmas
guys
season.
are also actually biker people too. So you know,
Ah, okay. I can
So
I
you
can
can-
see that. They look
yeah.
like a good biker crowd. So Lorcan's back at the table here. It's got about a 45-degree cut, a little less than that. He should come back out. Yep, good for him. He came back
Chris
out.
was on board earlier, right? So for you guys who were wondering, that's the face of Chris Harding, who was on board with me earlier today.
Yeah, he big shoes to fill. So it's an honor to be here, but it's tough to follow up on Chris. Follow Chris right on in the chair.
Lorcan using the bridging over the 15 ball.
Yeah, let's see. He's going to strike it pretty firm, I think. Yeah, coming out
Nice.
for the
Oh,
15.
did he-
I think he's
yes.
going to shoot it in the side, it looks like.
No,
Well,
he can take it
he'll
in the
shoot it in the
corner.
corner, you're right, and he'll slide over for the 14. And if
He's gotta
everything
get
goes as
the 9.
planned, he'll be out.
Yeah.
But
I've seen him play. He plays very well.
he does play well, and somewhat fearless too, which is good.
I'm not so sure, but did you change your logo, the Shanghai Sharks, or has it always been like that? It looks
No,
like
I
you
think-
put the 8 and the 9 and the 10 ball now under.
Boy, you've got a better eye than I
I don't
do.
know.
Wow. Well, it's always on my
Sharks-
back, so I never get
I
to
never-
look at it.
I just see it up now. It just looks a little different.
Yeah, for all I know,
I
it
don't
says-
remember what it looked like before.
For all I know, it says "kick me" on the back of mine. It probably does actually. Now that you
Yeah,
mention
yours
it.
says "kick me."
Yeah, I'm not surprised. I fell for it last year too.
Yeah.
You'd think I would. I have a pretty shallow learning curve apparently. Yeah, he's
And you let Lorcan make your uniform, so
well. You know, I
he
get
gets to
I
choose.
get what I deserve apparently. Oh, he missed. He missed.
Oh,
he missed.
no.
Yeah, he was off there. He slid over.
Just a little
I,
off. So now Chris Harding on the back on the table. From what I remember, Chris Harding is like a professional baseball player, or he's played serious baseball
Is that
in
right?
America.
You know, there's something about athletes in general who tend to be good at this game in golf. I think it's a hand-eye coordination thing. If they're good at, football.
Ooh.
Or you, well, that's a big
Oh, no.
mistake there, especially
missed it,
given,
and he got a
given just two
scratch
balls
also.
left on the table. So I just got done complimenting him about, probably his hand, or speculating about his hand-eye coordination he has from being a great baseball player. But it didn't
Yeah.
pan out that time. And everything went wrong there, right? He missed
Yeah,
the
he
shot
missed
and,
it and he scratched.
well, it depends on your perspective. Since I'm from the other team, I think
Yeah,
everything
so
went
you're,
right
you're
there.
fine.
Everything went right
Everything
there.
went
I was
perfect for you.
quite pleased. I better be careful what I say if he's going to watch this later. Got to watch my back the rest of the tournament. Well, he's taking care of what he thinks is his one problem ball, and then he'll hopefully clean up
I'm
the
wondering,
last
maybe
three at
he's-
the
he's-
end.
He's like gonna draw it for the
I
15.
hope he follows
I
forward.
don't know. He would forward. Yeah, I
Mm,
would
he-
forward
he
and
didn't
take
think
the
about that.
13.
Yeah,
he's drawing it. I told you.
It worked out. It worked out.
And then now he's gonna do another draw shot here.
You don't
if
think
he's
he'll
straight-
follow forward?
If he's straight on the 15, he has
He'll
no
follow
choice
forward,
but to
yeah.
follow it.
He's hitting about.
Yeah,
he's
yeah.
gonna follow
Follow it. He has no choice. But now this is the tricky part. Will he get on to the
He's
14?
straight in.
Oh,
He
there,
left himself
nice.
A little bit of a cut.
Which is perfect.
It is perfect.
So now he just has to focus on pocketing this ball, and the cue ball naturally will slide onto the 8.
Yeah, if he can hit it with a little bit of stun or sliding into it, right?
Slide, yeah,
so
a little drift there,
Yeah, we drift right over. Let's see.
a foot or two.
It's all about this shot. All about this shot.
Yeah, pocketing,
The
just
8 should
pocket
be
this,
easy
and
if he makes this.
he's in great shape. There
He
you
made
go.
it, he made
He
it.
did it.
Yeah, he made it. All right, stay
So,
down in this shot.
Chris Harding paying for that scratch.
Yeah, he knows it too. He knows that was a big mistake. But let's see him stay down in this shot and should be over. And it is.
Yes. Lorcan putting the Shanghai Sharks to 2 versus the Manila Patriots. The score is now 9-2 in favor of the Manila Patriots. Chris Harding now up to break. Alan Wong, you can hear him. If any of you need drummers, you can hire him. Just go over to the Shanghai Sharks website and register or subscribe. Right? You have to subscribe before you can actually hire him,
Yeah,
because
and you've got to buy one
He's
of
a
our
high-
shirts, of course.
you gotta buy
One
one.
of our shirts, and then
order it
you go into a lottery
from
system, 'cause
JW
you can
Balfour.
imagine there's a long line. So
Yeah, it's
this
a
year,
lottery
I think we
system.
switched to a lottery system.
Yeah, that makes it fair. That
Yeah,
makes it
have
fair.
him come out and play. I think he makes exceptions for
For friends like people
well,
here.
big government events and things like that. Where he goes out and plays. But often, if you got to get him early to play, because late at night he'll slip up and shout Shanghai. So Chris isn't even going to check the rack. He knows this is all about destiny at this point. Which is exactly what I did. Not check the rack.
Yeah, that's.
Oh, he's gonna. Don't tell me.
Ooh,
Okay.
wow, it got kicked almost in a bad spot.
Yeah, something went into the corner.
Oh, no,
I think-
no, it's dry.
Okay. Okay.
Dry brick.
Well, I'm not disappointed in it. No, look, he's just wants his chalk. He doesn't want to share his chalk. You can't blame him. Chalk's expensive these days, isn't it?
Especially nowadays, it's ridiculous, huh? They've got
It's ridiculous. I think.
we're paying for the technology for it, so
Well, if you say so, because it's like Q-tip. I mean, when did the tips?
change.
When did the tips start becoming double-digit U.S. dollars and stuff like that? It's kind of really, but
That's true.
part of it might be though the
It's
volume.
really good marketing, People will buy the expensive stuff if it's marketed correctly,
Tell me about it. You're right. It is about marketing, and I fall for it.
Oh yeah, me too. I don't blame you, man.
There's a guy. I don't know if you watch the videos from this guy, Dr. Dave. He's got like a pool school.
Yeah, I think I've heard of him,
everything.
Dr.
He's
Dave.
got a lot of videos out there. I've always been really impressed. He looks at.
Did
the
you have to
science-
buy? Don't you have to?
I think you do, but you can catch a lot of videos
On YouTube?
excerpts on YouTube,
Uh-huh.
and it has great information. He's a professor in mechanical engineering, I think in Colorado or something.
Oh.
And he really tells you about the science behind it, and he has said some really interesting things about the differences between tips, and I think really about the lack of differences. I don't want to misquote him, so, but I'll tell you what, it turns out that what the marketing says about soft versus medium versus hard is probably not aligned with reality.
Really?
Well, and again, maybe in my opinion, he's more about facts than he is opinion. He really he tests his hypotheses, and
That's good. Yeah, we need that. We really need
so
that.
I think yeah, we do need it, so we stop spending the kind of money we are on tips.
On
And start being a little more reasonable.
Yeah, fortunately,
As
they're
you
not
know-
one of our sponsors, so we can talk about them.
Okay, yeah, and I'll tell you what, in pool, you know how it is. There's not a lot of money right now, anyway. Still, it's been years since there's been a lot of money in this game. Unlike snooker.
Right. Well, that's one of the dreams of pool, to
Yeah.
hopefully reach
Oh,
that
Jim,
level.
they get back.
Reach that
There
level.
was a time when you can.
Well, maybe the Chinese 8 ball back. They're right now currently giving the biggest prize money,
Okay, and I heard a bit about that. So that's.
and they're
great.
having more tournaments every year. So
So hopefully that'll revive the game worldwide. There's a I think somebody back in the United States was telling me that, how is a professional pool player like a medium pizza? Well, neither of them can feed a family of 4. And, and I think there's some truth to that
yeah, there is.
these days.
Look
And
at
it
that.
wasn't always like that when I was.
Of
when
course,
I was
yeah,
younger,
back-
watching the game, I remember thinking,
They're making money,
dreaming,
right?
Like, man, what a great way to make a living. And now, you've really got to be tops in the world to,
Yeah.
to be, the Shane Van Bonings of the world.
Yeah,
from
you
the
you
United
have to be
States.
top 8 consistently to make even money
Yeah,
in this because airfare, hotel.
yeah.
I've hung out with a bunch of these guys every time they come to Manila, and I know a lot of them, like in a tournament, a week-long tournament, they actually they don't book for like the whole week. They're as soon as they're out, they change their flight.
Yeah,
They actually the only time they change their flight back is if they stay.
wow.
Okay.
So,
So they really just because it saves them a couple of $100s if
sure,
they
and
go
that's
home
the
already.
difference
Yeah.
if in this industry, unfortunately.
And it's not far. Like let's say a tournament in China, and some of them, as soon as they're out of the tournament, they fly into Manila and at least hang out.
Okay.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
there's nothing they can do over there, and they don't need to watch their other friends.
Yeah, right. They're going to see him in a week or two, right? At
Right,
the next
yeah,
tournament.
the next
Anyway,
tournament. Chris here with a very good
Chris is
open
looking
rack.
pretty good.
Yeah.
He's got a few balls to clear, though, so he can't really. He doesn't have a lot of room for mistakes.
Yeah. This is a key shot here.
Yeah, center of the
Nicely
pocket,
done,
center of the
nicely-
pocket,
nicely
good speed,
struck.
And he's got a good.
Now he has to stretch over. He's got that extension. Or he could opt to take the 13 first already. He could do that. But he'll use the bridge. Yeah. Nice acrylic see-through bridge there.
Yeah,
nice.
skinny handle though. It doesn't feel especially comfortable in my mind.
Is it
but,
like
I
the
think that's
little
just to
aluminum
avoid-
rod, the
I
light
think
one?
So, yeah, and it.
Yeah,
I
you're
guess
used
that's
to
help
the-
you avoid if you've got a lot of traffic balls around it. It's got
Yeah,
a
you
thin
can lift it up.
handle. Yeah.
It's light.
It feels a little awkward in my hand. It's a little too thin, but he's going to
Ooh.
roll up on the 8. That was
Yikes.
an unforced error, as we say in baseball, I think. So
Yeah, or any
unforced
sort
error, I
of
think
tennis, yeah.
and
Ball.
he's not happy about that.
No, not at all, man.
But Team Shanghai is thrilled about that.
Thrilled.
But they're
But they're
being
busy
good sports
texting
But
and
they're busy texting, and they're being good sports about it. They don't want to clap for something bad. So
Yeah,
I have to
you
say
don't
it.
do
I'll tell
that.
you what, this is a great crowd. Last year was my first time playing it, and I was really impressed with why I wanted to come back this year because the teams are really just really have great attitude and they take it seriously enough, but not too serious. Right? They're good sports
Right.
about it, and yeah, it's nice to see.
Okay, a save there by Chris. Unfortunately, he shot one of Lorcan's balls and maybe put the 9 ball in a difficult position for him.
Yeah, you know, it might, on any other day, it might go on that side without a problem. But today,
Right.
the side pockets are giving fits to some of the players. So,
Lorcan calling the 6. He's going to make a kick
Yeah,
shot.
I don't like this. I think
He's being aggressive. He's going
is being
aggressive. He is
going for it.
He is one ahead
Yep,
of
so
Chris. And,
figures.
you know, he's been shooting really well lately, and he's
Look
got
at this.
it.
He
Got
made it.
perfect.
Wow.
Great
So,
shot there. Lorcan. Now he's the 8th ball on the side. He's
I underestimated
well.
him. I think he closed both eyes for that shot, though.
he always does, right?
Yeah, I think so. I think he plays golf the same way. Just needs to stay down on this shot. Not a whole lot to it.
Yeah. 8th ball in the side pocket
Let's see if he can get
for
two.
Lorcan Brophy. He
Oh,
doesn't
missed- he
get
missed
it.
that.
Chris
Missed that a
Harding
bit.
with another chance at the
Well,
table.
at least he left
We left him. He can choose either the 11 or the 13 here.
Chris a little bit long.
And on the rail, too.
And on the rail. So maybe Chris will come off the 9, try to play a safe roll behind it. No, he's going to.
He's going to hide behind the 14.
Yeah, you're right.
Use the 14 as a
No,
blocker.
that should be a good shot.
Oh, no.
Ooh.
I think
You
that's
know,
short.
that 14 looked like it hit the brakes. I swear, it looked like
Right.
it rolled back almost a little bit. I'll have to
Yeah,
replay
it was a good idea.
replay
It
the
just
tape.
didn't.
I think he
It
got
just
it.
wasn't executed.
Wasn't executed
well
but
enough. I think
that
the 8th goes.
14 just didn't behaved a little weird coming off of that rail. He's giving him another chance here. So let's see if Lorcan can pull off.
Oh,
He's
they're
trying
taking
for
it
the
on
side
pocket
again.
and he doesn't get it. So Chris has another shot here. He'll
if
go for the
Lorcan
13 now.
Gets to see the table again.
This is good.
and he's on
13,
that half of the table.
13,
No way he
14,
can miss that side.
9, 11.
The only thing I
white
don't
ball.
like about this is you take away your chance to hide
Yeah, there.
behind the
Perfect.
13, right?
He got
So,
it. Oh,
now
look
he-
at how it abruptly stopped
Yeah,
there.
I don't know what's putting on the
But
brakes.
it's
Also,
okay.
though,
He still has the 11.
So what I didn't like about that shot was if
Yeah.
he doesn't run out, he's in trouble. Whereas if he had left the 13 there, there's anywhere in this half of the table, Lorcan
You
would
can
not
block,
have a shot
yeah.
on the 8. So I think I would have.
But he didn't have any other. He couldn't see the other
Okay,
balls.
okay.
Nice
Well,
shot.
he made it rattled in a little bit,
Now
but
he's just gonna hold the
was,
cue ball where the 14 is.
yeah. So this
Maybe
is the shot.
even
He
draw it back a little.
makes
you know.
this and should be able to roll forward a little bit after this. Roll forward on the 9 and
Nice shot. Now all he
this
has to
angle's
do
fine.
is
Roll
pocket this.
forward, pocket the 9.
Just has to
natural
make
on
this
the 8.
9 ball. Yep.
And then it'll
It's
be
the
then
important
it'll be
shot
a
for
1-1
Chris
1-1
here.
for the last set here.
To even it out for the on the TV table. Oh
Nice,
no.
you cut really over.
Oh
that.
wow.
Um,
And he gave Lorcan the 8 ball, and I think that's we can call this.
just a
By
bit
the
of
way,
a-
Lorcan's shooting.
bit of a mental error there.
Yeah, brain fart, as we say.
It happens. It happens. It happens to the best of us, and it happens to me, and I'm not the
There
best
you go,
of us.
Lorcan.
That was well done.
Giving the Shanghai Sharks
Ending on a high note.
2,
The
so
Shanghai
the
Sharks-
Shanghai is now 3. So
We saved a little face through the last
yeah,
two sets.
the last
didn't
2
we?
sets. Yeah, you did. So
So-
the final score for this session on the TV table, we have Manila Patriots with 9 racks, 9 frames, and versus the Shanghai Sharks 3 frames. And thank you so much, Matt. It's been a pleasure you hanging out with me.
Pleasure's been mine. Thanks for having me up here, and thanks for doing such a good
Yeah,
job.
maybe tomorrow again. Thank you, thank you.
Look forward to it.
I know you're just saying that because I'm near you. I'm right beside you, man. But
Behind your back.
thank you.
So kind, but
Yeah,
yeah, fair
yeah.
enough. You figured me out.
I know you. Thank you, thank you.
Thank you. Take care. Have a good afternoon.
You too, you too.